Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Social X Zoom event. My name is Adam Levy. You got us on Tuesday Night Live. We do it every Tuesday evening. It's the X Team Social Hour. We do it at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Glad you could join us. We've got a lot of great special guests joining us tonight. It's going to be exciting. Social X is on fire right now. So many exciting things to talk about. But I do have a special guest that's on the line, and I do want to bring her up. Her name is Shantel Wawryk. She is a 15K out of Canada. Shantel, how are you doing this evening?
I am wonderful. How are you, Adam?
I'm fantastic. We're so glad to get a chance to spend a little bit of time with you, and it's something that you and I we got to know each other over the last year or two, different events, different trips that we've been on. It's been a lot of fun getting to know you and your husband, and I gotta say, you're somebody that grew up in network marketing. Can you describe that a little bit, and also maybe share with everybody what you see has changed in our industry, but also maybe what has stayed the same? That would be, I think, a great insight from somebody who's kind of grown up in our industry.
Yeah, I mean, we joke that my first meeting was when I was 2 years old. And I grew up, my parents bringing me to meetings, but then it got to the point that I wanted to go. And I remember as a teenager and through university, like any long weekend, my dad was going on the road or something or doing a convention or a talk, I would go with him and I would ask to go with him. And I really enjoyed it. So I think, there's numerous things that have stayed the same. I think the people are just amazing that you meet in network marketing. There is like no, I don't find anywhere else that you can find people that have the intelligence, the excitement, the want to grow and learn and develop like you can in network marketing. Everyone is here to better themselves, to have better opportunities. And I just like the best people, the second family. That's where I've found it is through network marketing. I always say it's my second family. Um, I think that, some of the models have stayed the same, and some have changed. And I think that's really exciting with Social X is I think we are changing how network marketing is seen, how we get paid, how we are sharing, and really bringing in like generations into the same company. Like growing up, it really was, the companies my parents were in, it was the older generation. It was that's kind of who it was marketed towards. And I think we're really changing the game here. And you see it change in the industry, moms, stay-at-home moms, young people, they want to stay home. They want to have the time and financial freedom. And network marketing does that for them. And I'm really excited here at Social X. That's something that we're really showing how we can change that for younger generations and make it generational wealth moving forward.
I love what you're talking about people people staying the same, right? I mean, technology has evolved, people not so much, right? In the last 20, 30, 40 years, however long you want to talk about it for, but and that is a good thing to notice is that the things that we react to and the things that we decide that we want to be involved in, that really hasn't changed so much, right? We all want to have better health. We all would like a secondary income stream. Those things pretty much, haven't changed. But I love what you say about a second family because this business has always been about relationships and it's really a personal development playground. And I imagine your mom and dad are really proud to have seen how you've evolved as a person, as a human being through this industry, and you're just absolutely amazing at what you're doing. You also mentioned something about sharing. The way we share is definitely a little bit different, and you've got a really good skill set when it comes to posting on social media and being present on a regular, consistent basis. Do you have some maybe tips for everybody as far as what you do or what they can do to be more consistent, building their social media following, posting on social media?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it all changed when I looked at it as like, look at it as you're talking to your friends. You're sharing what you're doing, you're sharing who you are. I think the mistake everyone makes, and I mean, I did this too, is we look at it as like, I have to share the business or I have to, talk about the products every day. You don't. At the end of the day, people join you. They join the business, they join the company, they buy the products because they like, know, and trust you. So share who you are. Like, let them know what you like to do. I love health, of course, because I'm a certified holistic nutritional consultant. So I love to share like what I'm cooking, if I'm gardening. I love fitness. I love moving my body. So I like to share these things and I like to share what I'm doing. And that is where people connect with you. And then I bring the products in there. I bring that I'm drinking Exhilarate to help, me focus, have a better workout, work, at my computer better. And I think the biggest thing is sometimes it gets overwhelming at what to post, or you're trying to think about it daily. So develop like a schedule, like your Monday to Friday, or, decide how many days a week you're going to post. I try for 7, but maybe you start at 1 or 2 or 3 and decide what 3 themes you're going to go around. Is one going to be mindset? Is one going to be health? Is one going to be something you enjoy doing? Team building, right? So just like decide on the themes for the day and then build your posts around that. So you're not always feeling like you're just posting about products or you're just posting about building a team. You literally are posting to get people to like, know, and trust you. Just think about anyone that you've maybe bought a product from or wanted to follow more. It's because they're letting you in to who you are as a person. And apparently, PJ wants to be a part of the conversation, my little puppy.
That's because you're being so authentic. Your dog is just like in on it.
Yeah.
Well, that is fantastic, and I love what you're saying about authenticity and sharing what you like, because that'll be, of course, more authentic than if you were to try to be somebody else or be somebody that you're not. I love that 3 themes. Pick some themes that work for you. This is all great, great advice, and I really appreciate you taking this time out. I know you've got a busy schedule, a lot of stuff going on in your business. We talked a little bit about your friend Natalie, who's really tearing it up and doing a great job with social media. Can you share a little bit about what she's doing in her story?
Yeah, absolutely. So Natalie was my very first enrollment in my team. She joined the day I joined. And she has been here since the beginning with me. She has come like everywhere. She's been to Florida. She's been to like all our events. She has traveled with us. And she is just such a team player. She's on every call. And she has done really well. She's shared with friends. She's shared with, family acquaintances. And she has a few, people in her team like growing. And what she's really, committed to lately is consistency and posting. And she's actually had people reach out to her, "Hey, can I get a sample?" She sent a sample out halfway across the country here in Canada. And that person bought product, which was really exciting. And she's been super authentic in sharing what she likes to do, sharing what she likes to eat. And then she's actually, partnered up with some gyms in the area to be able to go in and sample on a weekly basis. So she shows up every single week it's the same franchise, but different locations every single week. She shows up the same night and she's getting to know people and sample them. And she's had some signups from it and just getting out there and like sharing the product. Because I think the more we share, the more we talk about it, the easier it gets. Because the language is there, the conversations are there, and it is so fun watching your team grow and do things like that. Like I'm so proud of her and it's so fun to be a part of the journey. And like, in my opinion, that's what it's all about. Watching our team grow and like all of us together.
Oh, that's fantastic. And I know I've seen some of the pictures. She's got banners. She's got a really nice table set up where she does that at the gyms. But what a great avenue, what a great outlet. I mean, these are people that want more energy. Obviously, they need electrolytes, right? They're working out
Yes.
before and after recovery, things like that. It's just a natural, and for her to step out of her comfort zone to do that is again, it just shows the growth that's happening. She would never have done that when she first started, correct?
No, no, not at all. And she took the opportunity. I went with her the first time. She went by herself then. I went with her, a few weeks ago again, just to, have the two of us do it. And then she's been just going by herself. And she's just committed because she knows we're in the right place. We have the right products. And people aren't going to join us and try them if they don't know about them. We need to share them. We need to get out there, right? And get in those environments, like you said, Adam, that people are already using products. They're already using pre-workouts. They're already using something to boost their energy. So why not give them the best option out there that's clean and healthy and giving them all those nutrients, not just, something artificial.
Absolutely. And well, hey, I'm excited that she's having that kind of success, and as well as you are. Cowboy, I don't know, do you have any questions possibly for Chantel?
I would just like to say it's been a pleasure watching her grow, following the footsteps of her parents. I know they're proud, but her social media has improved drastically. She's a pro now. She's a pro. Her meeting skills, her interview skills, and I tell you, she's going to be the next Royal Diamond Jubilee, and because she won't stop. She won't stop. She's got a dream and she's got a reason why.
Fantastic. Hey, Chantel, do you have any last words to leave with everybody before we move on to our next topic?
No, no, I would just say, honestly, everyone, I've been here for, oh my gosh, literally since the first Anthemus came out, and it has been such a pleasure. You guys have such an amazing team with Adam and Doug. They are the best. I am so appreciative that, they are my upline and they're always there, but there is no better place to be. And just consistency, that's what matters. Even if you do one thing a day for your business, honestly, it's going to grow like you wouldn't believe because you're just in it every day. So just be consistent, share every day, and just do one thing at least. If that's all you can do, it's going to make a difference. And we're all here to support and cheer each other on, no matter, what you are or what you need, like reach out.
Fantastic. Hey, Chantel, thank you so much for sharing some great tips with everybody. You're awesome, and looking forward to seeing you at 100K and beyond real soon. So thanks for being on tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks for
Excellent.
having me.
Awesome. Looking forward to getting up to Canada. It's I hear it's not winter anymore. Or
It's
almost.
not. You can see the grass.
Fantastic. All right. Well, that's awesome. So we have a real special surprise guest that have just decided to pop on and join us tonight, and hopefully everybody's ready for the man, the myth, the legend, our founder, our visionary, Stuart Fingers. Stuart, how are you this evening, my friend?
I am amazing, but I don't know if I can live up to that. Thank
So
you.
yeah, Chantel's a hard act to follow. There's no question about it. But I'm
I,
glad you combed your hair at least.
can I say I know I got it cut just for Chantel. Hey, can I say that I'm so proud of her and I've seen such amazing growth as well. And the only thing that irks me a little bit about Chantel is that my daughter would rather listen to her than me now.
That's
It's pretty
called third party. We call that third party. That's how that
Yeah,
works.
it is third party, but I didn't come on to share this, but Adam, I just have to tell you, 30 minutes before I was racing home to be on this Zoom, because I wanted to be at my computer, not on my cell phone, I was in a motorcycle shop just dropping something off for a fun thing. And then the guy said, oh, I need your number. So I took out my card and it just was a little Social X business card. And he goes, what's this? What's Social X? And I didn't have time because I was like, I gotta get home, man. I gotta go get on this Zoom right now. And I go, oh, and he in the motorcycle shop, there's Red Bull, Monsters, there's a energy drink thing where he sells those. And I go, oh, yeah, I replace those with good ones because we all know they're hurting us. And he goes, now you got my attention. What are you talking about? And I go, look, I don't have time right now. I'll give you a sample. And he goes, well, all my guys drink them. Can I get a bunch of samples? And then I went and I grabbed a bag out of my car. I've never done this. I gave the whole bag, a whole 30 pack to this motorcycle shop. But you know what he said to me? His favorite thing was that it's in a pouch and they can take it with them when they go ride. They're not going to carry a can or whatever. So anyway, I just want to let you know I'm still out working, even though it happened by accident. But I'm excited. I might have a whole motorcycle shop joining us now.
That is awesome. Well, we love that and appreciate that kind of leadership, Stu. You're out there, running things, but you're also in the field. You're also out there, testing things and approaching people. And you've always got great stories of things like that are happening all around you. And so we appreciate that. And it's really great for marketing. And it's great to lead by example like that. So thank you for doing that. So listen, we wanted to ask you just a couple of quickie questions. There's a lot of exciting things coming up. We've got Super Saturday happening this weekend on the 26th. And I know that's going to be a pretty major event. We've got a lot of really exciting networkers, people who have really, really great following and experience that are joining our company right now.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about what's going to happen on Saturday and, maybe what you're most excited about right now?
So what I'm most excited about, we don't have enough time for that right now. I'll just tell you, no hype. No, I'm calm. Everything is great, but this will be probably the best Super Saturday we've ever had. Announcement wise, we had something go live just a few hours ago, everybody. If you haven't been to your Social X website and looked at the About page, that's brand new today. People are flipping out. They're saying it's really good in all areas, right? I'm excited about our tools are completely coming together. We used to have 27, I'm not exaggerating, 27 different websites, URLs that you guys would have to use for this product or for that, or if you want to do this or if you want to do that. Now it's one. It's one. You just send them to the simple Social X page. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, pull. That's the brand new page, everybody. It went live a few hours ago. Okay. The number one thing I'm hearing is professional. Professional. We had I don't want to, like, I can't let the cat out of the bag yet, but a veteran network marketer. I've been doing this 39 years. This is one of the biggest I've ever met in the industry. Joined us about 4 hours ago. They signed up. They're getting it going. You'll hear about them next week. They're gonna come out of the closet, if you will, and you'll hear about it. And there's a bunch of people like that right now. Why? Because you know the old saying, like the Kevin Costner movie, if you build it, they will come. Well, we've spent all these, ooh, get me off of there. I hate looking at myself. We spent all this time putting together what we believe is the perfect plan. So where we're at today is nobody's missed anything yet. And I know some of you have been through a lot with us. You've been dragged through the mud. You've been through this change and that change. If you notice what we have launched now, it's not a promotion. There's no promotions. This is our plan, right? Best compensation plan for the masses as well as for the leaders. You can rank up and all that. The products, it's not about any one product. There's some companies out there, again, making a big splash with a single product. What typically happens is they fizzle out. No one product is going to work for everybody. You all need to know this right now. It's just not going to happen, no matter how good it is. So there's been companies with a single product that have went huge, right? And what I usually say is, but where are they now? What I'm excited about is we could pick almost any one of our products and build a whole billion-dollar company around it, but you don't have to, because we're going with the we have something for everyone concept, right? So products are done, compensation plans done, the tools are like amazing and just about finished off. So then it all comes down to one thing, getting the word out. Getting the word out. We're the best kept secret in the whole world right now. We've done $70 million in business and nobody knows about us hardly. Now we're on our way to billions, which for you all, what that means is 500 million, $1 billion and more in commissions, right? Think about what's next. What I've helped a lot of people become financially free, nothing like what's about to happen next. So Adam, when you asked me, like, what am I excited about? So 4 network marketers joined us today. One of the 4 is like the biggest I've ever heard of, even in the industry. The other 3 are huge. Why? Because, and this is what I'm excited about, we have what they want. We have what they need. And the most important thing they know we have is an owner that understands without them, we have nothing. So we're going to do everything in our power to protect their income and their livelihoods forever.
You bring
Right?
up a great point right there, Stu, and I wanted to kind of lead you in that direction. I think you're headed there anyway. But in our industry today, there are some companies that have leaned away from network marketing, and
Yeah.
they have either stopped doing business that way or adjusted things so that it really hurt the distributor base. In this day and age, when there are a lot of companies that are leaning away, you're doubling down and leaning in. Can you talk a little bit about why that is?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've got something exciting to say about that also. I just recently got filmed last week, and the video should be coming out at least hopefully by this Super Saturday of me answering that very question. Why did I start this company? And it's not the answer most people, know. Look, there's big companies. I'm not mentioning any names right now, everybody. You all know what's going on in the industry. One of the biggest out there for 23 years just basically shut down. Why? Because they were bought by venture capitalists and they realized, hey, we can make more money shutting this down, kicking the associates to the curb, not paying the families anymore. When somebody says, what's the biggest difference here at Social X? They don't typically get the answer they think they're going to get, because this is my answer. It's that this company, Social X, was not started by a businessman looking for profits. That's not what this was. It was started by a network marketer, me, and this is what the video is about that's coming out. You'll all be able to use this by next week to do what? To have a safe place to build a network marketing business where I know the owners won't do anything crazy to me. I never wanted to own my own company. I literally just wanted to have a business in a network marketing company where I didn't have any of the headaches, but all the benefits of owning your own business where the owners wouldn't wreck it. And we're not seeing that in our industry, where there's a lot of good people out there. I'm not knocking any other company, but the reality is I know why we're here. We're not running away from network marketing. We're embracing it. We're running to it. Why? Because this is about helping the families achieve their dreams for life, not just for a while till we all get what we want. And I don't know if that was the best way to say that, but
Well, that's a great answer though, and Chantel kind of led us into that also a little bit earlier, talking about generational, many different generations that are now participating in our industry and in our company, and that only can happen if you cater to what those people need. And our compensation plan is such that if a person wants to be a social influencer and get involved, they can make so much more money than they can in most affiliate type programs because you and we designed it that way. And so we're totally leaning into the trends, right? The current trends that are happening in our industry. And you are doing it in a very safe space with somebody who understands that there's a shift going on. And we just want to be ready for those people. And now those people are actually joining us, which is so exciting.
Yeah, and I have to say something that's a little embarrassing. I've been saying for about the last 5 years that I've been in this industry for 35 years. And I figured out why, because I don't want to get old. When I was 30, I felt like I was 60. Now I'm 59 and I'm going to be 60 this October, but I feel like I'm 30, right? That's the right place to live, the right way to be. But think about this. Since I was 19 years old, I've been in this industry 40 years. 40 years, right? I've seen it all. I've seen a lot. And here's what I'm here to tell you right now. The times are different. Everything is a lot different than it used to be. So we're making sure we stay with the trends and everything. And we're doing what we need to do to capture all markets out there. But we're never going to forget the reason why this company was started in the first place, so that somebody could build a lifetime of residual income and not worry about it being taken away. That's not what this industry is about.
Stu, you brought it up a little bit earlier about, there's a couple of companies out there that they seem like they're going up kind of like as a Roman candle. Usually they end up exploding. They're both in the area of weight loss, right? And I've always said this about weight loss companies, and that is there's only two kinds of people that are in weight loss companies. There's the kind of people that quit because the product didn't work for them. And then there's the people that quit because the product did work for them. Right? You don't need the product anymore if you've lost the weight. So
That's
those
true.
are really so you're constantly recycling and constantly, you're on a never ending treadmill trying to bring in more and more people Whereas we have an amazing product line for weight loss, but that is not, what we're all about, right? We have something for everybody. And our weight loss product is as good or better than, our weight loss products are as good or better than so many of the things that are out there. And yet, here you are down. How many pounds are you down? I mean, you've lost a ton of weight on our weight loss products.
Yeah, I'm down over 50 pounds right now, and I'm still on the journey, right? Thank you guys. Thank you, Bradley. I saw you clapping for that. It's a big deal. I remember bending over to tie my shoe many times thinking, is today the day I'm going to have my heart attack? Now I hike, and I'm not wondering, is today the day I'm going to have my heart attack anymore? It's, yeah, different life.
Absolutely. And we have a couple of things. We have the Shape and Burn. We've got the shakes, of course, the Exhilarate, really great for, energy, and also it's a low carb, obviously energy drink, and just an amazing product line that if people use on a regular daily basis, they would be able to exercise more, they'd be able to do more, and they would have incredible gut health from the Extreme Shake, the prebiotics, the probiotics, the ashwagandha. I mean, you can spend a lot of time going through and all the benefits of that shake. Just the ashwagandha alone, that one ingredient has 15 clinical studies on it. I mean, it's absolutely incredible, the products that we offer. And I believe that's one of the products that had this really huge networker come into our businesses. Correct?
It is, and I'm going to let her tell the story. By the way, ladies are taking over. So guys, we better go to work because the ladies are taking over. And the younger generation, Chantel. Adam, let me say it like this, and I love what you just shared. I just learned a lot from you just now too. So thank you for that. But let me just say this to everybody out there. If it's the right thing and it's good, we're going to have it here at Social X. It doesn't matter. We don't care where the good idea comes from. There's no pride involved. We just want it for our people. But I also know there's a lot of people losing weight different than ever before, and we don't know what the outcome's going to be yet. We just heard recently that one of them is causing some type of cancer and this and that. Okay. What I can tell you for sure, I'm not knocking any of the competition. This is what I can tell you for sure, though. I've been on every fad diet my whole life. Since I was 7 years old, I've been overweight. I did Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, Nutrisystem. I got pulled over by the police once because I was swerving a little bit. And then he goes, "What's going on?" And, the person in the car with me said, "Don't mess with him. He's on a diet. He's angry," and all that stuff. I mean, I've had craziness happen in all these years, but here's what I know that I know. Everything we have is totally safe, and it's about changing your lifestyle. It's about when you drink our shakes, you're not just going to lose the weight, you're going to get the nutrition you need to be better, feel better, age slower, all of the stuff. And even as the weight goes away, your skin will tighten up so that you won't look like death warmed over, right? I've got a friend in my life that didn't really know what I was doing, did the shots, and this guy looks like death warmed over right now. He doesn't look healthy at all. And so here's the thing. If you want to lose the weight the right way, Shape and Burn 100% all natural. All 14 ingredients proven to be safe and effective, and it creates a lifestyle change. Our shakes, wait till you see what's coming. Well, I'm going to have a huge announcement soon. And so I'll just tell you this. We're always going to make it better, but we're never going to risk anybody's health with this is a shortcut. That, we got to know that we know what we're doing won't hurt people. Does that make sense?
Makes a ton of sense to me. And I got to tell you, we've been on these products for a little while. As Chantel mentioned a few years back with the first Mist product. And I got to tell you, this group looks way younger than its age. And
Yeah.
And it made myself included. I look in the mirror and I go, "This stuff's working pretty good." I'm going to be turning 69 this year, and I'm sorry, 59. It could be 69. You wouldn't know. Anyway, 59, and I got to say, I love the results. I love the way I feel. You mentioned something earlier about being in the best health of your life. And I feel the same way. I'm able to do more, play more, and just get out there and be the best version of myself. And I love that about the Social X product line. There's something for everybody here, and people are getting results. And here's what I know is that when people get results and they feel they're getting a great value, which they definitely are here, they stay on those products month in, month out, year in, year out. and it creates the strongest residual income that I have ever witnessed in my entire time in this industry. People don't want to get off these products, Stu. So congratulations on everything that you've put together. You and the team there at corporate doing an amazing job, and we just appreciate being a part of it and putting our input in and allowing us to really be part of this family. So we appreciate you, Stu.
Well, thank you. And if I could just end on one note,
Yep.
30 seconds to be funny. I want to be, I'm doing this to be funny, but it's also totally the truth. If I had to sum up my health now compared to what it was just a few short years back, right? It wasn't that long ago. I was thinking about this yesterday. When something drops on the ground, it used to be a crisis. Now I just bend over and pick it up. You guys, I'm telling you, it's like life is better when you're healthy, right? When you're doing the right stuff. But yeah, thank you for having me. I
Well,
appreciate
thank you
it.
for rushing back. Now you can go back to the motorcycle shop and close those people. Everybody, of course, always on Tuesday evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern Time at socialxwebinar.com is the corporate Zoom. Stu, you do an amazing job with that opportunity every week. And so if you got people that are still looking at our business, plug them in, socialxwebinar.com, 9 p.m. This has been Tuesday Night Live, every Tuesday evening, 8 p.m., the X Team Social Hour. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you, everybody, for hopping on. And we appreciate you all. Everybody have a great, great evening. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you. Great.
Bye,
Thanks,
you.
Adam. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Later,
Bye,
Adam. Thank
everyone.
you.
Take care, everybody.